la mitad darka. Jet Lee, Benji Big Bala. Siwa Bokala, Tinura.
Negala Englade. Boozman from Nambawan featuring Phase 2. 11 minutes into the round 9, the man Nambawan is seated here in the studio with us. Time for us to get interactive. Jet Lee. Charlie, what happened? It's been a while.
We just give thanks for life.
I see.
Yes,
I see. How's everything, faring for you? How things coping up?
So far, so good. Like God has been great. Yeah, so many wonderful things, so many great things coming our way.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can't complain. We just have to give thanks and use that to motivate ourselves. Yeah.
Very well. I'm hoping maybe we'll be privileged you share with us some of the great things. Sometime now we don't see you for social media.
Yeah.
I understand you lost your phone.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. What happened?
But
now you make the award.
Oh no. Is this anything can happen? But that's not the main reason why I'm not on social media.
Okay.
Yeah, I have other reasons aside that.
I see.
Yeah, for social media, I'm an artist, so I'm not really the only one handling my account.
I see. You have others to do that
I
for
could
you.
be online anytime. Yeah, but I have other reasons too. So
I see.
Maybe our bounce back will be greater. So.
All right. So artist of the year, and he's holding that mantle, that title, as the best artist here in the Upper East region. We're talking about the Upper East Music Awards 2021. Share with us your experience, taking part of the Upper East Music Award scheme. I mean, we know for sure that you were part of it. I think the first edition.
Yeah.
And the second edition, you decided to pull out.
No, I was part. I took part.
Okay,
and
so
I won the most popular song of the year.
So you've been part.
Yeah,
throughout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, share with us your experience with the third edition of the Upper East Music Award. How's it been for you?
Yeah, for the third edition, it was a bit impressive, but I wasn't so impressed as well. I always say when we are running, we need to really run.
Yeah.
So when we bring out ideas after a previous event, we expect a much better one.
You expect those ideas to be implemented.
Yeah. But then we see that just maybe one thing will be changed, and they think it's enough. It's not a small venture. Looking at UMA, it's not a small venture.
Yeah, true.
But so we in the region really have to fight very hard to maintain the standard. Yeah, it's not just for the organizers. That's how I see it, because when you compare this scheme to a lot of schemes who have even made much bigger names, you realize that this scheme could stand shoulder to some of them. Yeah, so we need to really support it. We need to kind of uplift it to another level. Yeah, so I raised some concerns throughout the previous one. That's why I have been pulled out. I've realized that we just need to support it. That's the little we can also do. At the end of the day, people come there. At the end of the day, people talk about it on social. I saw them talking about it on Adum FM, My Joy Online, and other platforms, and it's all about Upper East music, not just the organizers and whoever took part. Yeah, so I always expect that some of these concerns raised, like the publicity, you've seen that it's very low. It's very low. Someone in even...
When you say publicity low, are you talking about over the years or just the
over
past?
The years and even the last one? They did well by projecting billboards on our streets, but is that really enough? Because it's a big scheme, and we don't see it on any TV station. We don't hear it on any. Maybe only the radios will talk about it, because you guys are also trying to help
project it.
Yeah, you see. But outside media, we really need to concentrate on the outside media.
The region,
because when you look at our Tamale, we've been comparing ourselves with. you realize that it's the media that is helping them most, especially the TV stations.
Yeah.
You go to Accra and you hear, oh, I've been watching this person's video on this TV station. The publicity. So people's interest come into the music industry because they see things going on. Some will definitely grow at interest for it. And that's what I'm looking forward to see.
Okay.
Maybe after an event or even before an event, we can see a commercial or an ad on even MTV, Sagani TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's a way of also projecting the artist too. Some artists haven't had the opportunity to be on TV or even radio. But you see, it's a small way of projecting the artist, the whoever organized it, and then what? The region as a whole. And with that, you see, sponsors will get to know that, yeah, we are serious with our craft. Those are the little things that can rather push the region, but we think it's solely on the artist to make names.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? When we see that on maybe a bigger TV platform, GH1, this, it's all an investment. Very soon, more sponsors will gain interest from it, then it grows because they see that, yeah, the guys are really doing something good. And trust me, you wouldn't see some of our videos on telly and you won't like them.
Yeah, certainly.
You get what I'm saying? So
like
that's a key point I've always been raising. And if they try, they'll really see what's happening.
Okay, so you said you raised some concerns over the years, the past, Upper East Music Awards that have taken place. You've raised some concerns, and you expected to see some of these concerns implemented in the just ended edition. What were some of the concerns raised? I mean, I'm sure this publicity issue was one of them.
That's one of them. And then I also raised things like the way of awarding artists, which was a bit worked on. Let me say in the third edition, you could see that it was a bit balanced, but balance doesn't mean they should just share the awards. You know, you look at well-deserved artists. That's the point I always raised. This person, you don't just focus on the votes. You know, previously that's what they were doing. I think the only thing they changed now was some major categories. The votes was rather 30. And then I think the board was 70, or was it 40 to 60 rather?
Very well.
But previously it was rather voting
took the higher percentage. Yeah, in terms of
so
rating.
meaning whosoever had the money took home the award. Are you getting?
Okay.
So this time you see that at least there have been a little bit of balance in the award scheme. You get it. So I'm not really satisfied. I just think a lot of things should be done. Yeah, with regards to that scheme. The treatment, how serious the organizers are. You know, I've been with them and I've seen a lot of lapses when it comes to the organizers themselves. Yeah, when I say I mean if the few I've met, I don't know the whole team.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, Happy Man is doing very well. He's doing very well
as the title sponsor.
As the title sponsor, and even to the region. When I look at, there's not only UEMA, he has been doing very well
in some areas as well.
In a lot of areas.
Sports and all that.
So we need to also pay back with that seriousness. And when I say seriousness, not just the personal relationship of the organizers to him, or I mean, the friendly relationship, but I mean the formal, what took you to him, which is what the entertainment or entertainment, let me just say.
Okay.
That was because we all knew it was through these sponsorships and things that the relationship came up. So we need to look more into that part, that aspect. Let's make it more formalized and organized. You know, when I say organized, I mean what I'm saying, because I went with them there. The whole lot of things happened I wasn't happy about.
So what you're saying is you don't think our event organizers that have Happy Man as a sponsor are not that organized or formal with him?
Not all. Some of them, because we have others also organizing other schemes.
Yeah, certainly.
So I wouldn't say all
of them, but those you are aware of.
Those I'm aware of.
Okay.
You know, they are not that organized, you know. When you look at how they handle things, at the end of the day, they make it just look like, okay, we've achieved our aim, it's over, so what again? They post events that happen, they make it seem like it's not important. Talking about, you know, after events, some of the things that should go on. Let me just give a slight example. After we came from Accra, I realized that they blocked about these queens and stuff.
Yeah, that's the Miss Upper East.
Yeah, and then it was very beautiful. You look at their page, their faces are there. I'm the artist of the year. You understand? And we even took the bigger share. You know, what happened? Not even one block. All those who posted were free, like those who decided to post. But from the organizers.
Not from UMA.
You understand? And that's just bad.
Yeah, very well.
Looking at how the kind of image we are trying to help them build for themselves, that's bad. The way they handled me, trust me, if not because we've at least learned this entertainment very well, like we understand some of these things, I would have been like very mad right now. They'll just say I don't know what I'm doing, because I would have brought things out that wouldn't be very good to the hearing of the public. And when those things happen, you realize that it paints us black to whoever is supporting us.
Listening. True.
And you understand. So we put those ones aside. We try our best to go to them personally to let them know that, yeah, this thing you did, you could have done it this way. An example is, ever since I went, I didn't even get the chance to chat with who the main sponsor. I only met him and took the presentation. He was so busy, but I expected that our organizers could make provisions for that. They couldn't, but the Queens, the Miss Upper East organizers were able to convey their girls to meet him privately, and they shared a lot of ideas.
Okay.
But on my side, it didn't happen. Meanwhile, I was in the same hotel, so we were all in the same hotel.
I see.
That's just one of it. This one, I wouldn't blame it on the sponsor. I would blame it on what? The organizers. That's how, when I say they are not organized. By the prior to the day I was supposed to go, I didn't even know when or by what means I'm going.
You mean you were not pre-informed as to?
I was just there.
When
I
you're
had a
supposed
call.
to travel?
We'll go on Friday.
Wow.
Where are we going? We don't know. Let's just get to Accra. What do you mean? What do you mean? Even my manager to go, it was a problem. You get it?
What you're saying is they just wanted you alone to go.
You get it?
No management.
We don't even have what do they call it? It's God being so good. We are not rich, but sometimes we are privileged to go by flight to Accra. But they took us by bus. We had to go with them, so we couldn't have gone and left them.
Let's see. Wow.
Artist of the Year, Upper East Region. You get it? You can't tell me the organizers didn't make enough money to pay for all those things. You can't tell me maybe the sponsors didn't do well. They did well. They sponsored the whole show. So what was the profit for the income? Are we really doing it because we need a bigger profit, or we are doing it because we want to help build the entertainment?
Very well. So did they agree and foot the cost of your manager going with you finally?
Finally, that's how come we went by bus, STC 1.8. That was the price of the ticket.
Okay, so if you probably would have gone by flight or
even
flight.
Personally, we would have gone by flight. At least Westside Entertainment, even if that's not something they can afford for us.
Yeah.
You understand? But we went by bus. When we got there, we had to feed ourselves
Our 15-hour journey.
Yeah, we fed ourselves throughout.
You fed yourselves?
Yeah. We were only in the hotel. Charlie, a lot of shit happened. I can't say everything.
Wow.
But on the right time, I'll address these issues one after the other. Because when I keep quiet, it will go in a long way to affect those coming.
Yeah.
So I have to speak, let them work on it. I prefer sacrificing myself for another person, than keeping quiet for it to pollute the whole industry. It's bad. You should take us that serious. You should take us that serious, because some of us, aside music too, we have other lives. So we don't want you to treat us as if he's just following us, so for do whatever.
Very well. Now, let's look at the event itself. I'm talking about the just ended Upper East Music Awards. Let's start with the good notes.
Yeah.
What were some of the positive things you observed this time around?
The positive things, number one, I'll hit on. Let me start from the the basics. From maybe nomination, nominations. I don't know how they did it this time around, but I realized that not everybody who applied,
Who filed it?
who filed, was nominated.
Okay.
And that's very good. You know, at first, the previous ones, all those that filed were nominated. And it brought a whole lot of crowd, like, let me say what?
It was clustered.
Yeah,
You had a lot.
clustered.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that with that too, you realize that it's hard for you to even make decisions because everybody is there. Sometimes you do it didn't really make the crowd get whatever the award scheme was about because they just saw that everybody was there. When I say everybody was there, you understand.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, but a category should have just one characteristic. Maybe the good is the category for the
very
good.
best. That's how it's supposed
to be. You understand? So that was one thing they did very well. And then to vote into as well, we realized that the cut off, the time was the time was shortened, the duration. You know, at first we voted for about a month and some, or was it 2 months?
Previously.
Yeah, but this time around it was just limited to some weeks.
Okay.
And then the online, the visible side of the voting was taken off. That was, which I think was the best.
Okay.
Because it's not an auction that everyone should see how much you pay. So if this person is paying higher, you go and add more money. If this person sees that you are up, you go and add more money. You know, that didn't bring a fair play to the whole thing. You could see that after the first edition and the second edition, there were a lot of hula baloo. Yeah, but this time around, I think just one or two disappointed people were ranting on online. So that's another thing too. Then the awarding, you realize that the best deserved it. Like the best was given to the best. Look at not only my category. Yeah. When I say look at the best video, you can't say Saipe didn't deserve it. Look at the new artist Ruti Rock. He did so well. He put in a lot of work. Yeah. He just organized his own show. Yeah. Which most of his colleagues can't or haven't even some of the people who are even rated above him haven't done that yet. You get it. So he deserved it as well.
Very well.
Female dancehall. Just look at most of the categories. You realize that they really looked at. They also considered a little bit of hard work. Look at Manny Mandela too. Some of the categories. I think most digital artists of the year and stuff like that.
I see.
Yeah. So
what would be the flaws you would say for this year's or last year I should say Apa's Music Award?
Okay, for the flaws, let me move away from me myself and focus on it generally. You realize that as I made mention of the publicity and how organized they were supposed to be, I thought by now they should have been working as a very corporate organization. Like they have this the CEO, this is what you are supposed to do. This is the maybe organizer. This is what you are supposed to do. This is our secretary. This is what you are supposed to do. A PRO. Yeah. But you realize that it's just a two-man thing. The same people doing everything. So with that, concentration is divided.
You're sharing the same opinion. I mean, people have raised some concerns that we have just two people running.
Yeah.
The whole of UMA.
Yeah, I didn't even comment on. I didn't really realize it until I got closer. And I felt it was bad because you know everybody should have a layout role. Their way of communication is very poor. I don't know who makes the typing, but whosoever communicates with us is very bad. You shouldn't see everybody as your friend or your casual friend you can talk anyhow to. You should know how to talk when it comes to business because it's money we are talking about. Yeah. So that's also another thing. They are how organized they are, as I stated out. And then they did well. I should commend them on the lightning too. You know, we had a blackout.
Okay.
They were able to sustain us till the end.
I see.
Yeah, so I'll commend them. They did very well on that
very
aspect.
well on that note.
Yeah, so the flaws for now, I can say this last edition, rating them over 100, maybe they've crossed the 50 mark. We can give them 60.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Now, throughout the award scheme, you were nominated as Artist of the Year.
Sure.
How many categories did you get nomination in apart from Artist of the Year?
I think just 2, aside Artist of the Year.
Okay.
And then I released I didn't release many songs last.
Yeah, so you had Finwa being one of the songs.
One of the songs which did very well, undoubtedly. And looking at I believe. Okay, the question was how many nominations.
Yeah.
So it was 2 aside that.
So you had 3 in total.
Yeah.
Very well. How many awards did you pick up that night?
I think only the Artist of the Year. That was the only award.
We have 1 or 2 people who have the concern that Nambawan really did. Yes, he's a Class A artist, but really didn't put up much of work the year under review. Why given Artist of the Year?
When we say much work, what do we really mean? That's always the question. Much work. Because as an artist, when I look at what much work is, Artist of the Year, stop thinking an Artist of the Year in Upper East should do the same things as an Artist of the Year in the Grammys or maybe VGMs.
Very well.
We don't cover the same range of people, We don't have the same resources. When you look at me, last year, let me say even 3 years now, I haven't gone down. Number one is, even I can say I keep igniting.
Okay.
Every single year, it's number one out there. And the works, whatever work I'm doing, even if, like Essence, Wizkid, is still doing a lot of magic, taking a lot of awards. Songs in 90s, Bob Marley's, Michael Jackson's, they are still taking the awards. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? Is it artists of 1990 or are they doing the music awards in 1990s? No. So some people should rather open up their knowledge about these things. When my songs are still doing well in that year and I don't release even one song, it doesn't mean I'm not doing much work. I'm not saying only songs. And that year, tell me which artist play shows than me.
I see.
Just give me, pinpoint one artist. Me, I always talk because I'm very confident when I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get it? Tell me which artist in Upper East played much shows than me. Inside Upper East and outside. Just pinpoint one. Radio interviews. I don't rush to travel. Media. I don't rush to travel. I can't travel to Accra and be talking to people when I know I have my fans here. I need to talk to them and open my fan base. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go to Accra, go to Kumasi, go to Kanta, go to all those places. They'll tell you who number one is. Forget social media work. You understand me? Some people think working is about posting every day. I'm here with pictures. That means you are working. I've played shows in Tamale without posting videos or pictures of. I just post them on my status, update my fans. That's how I interact with my fans. And they go down with me. Which other artists in Upper East have fans than number one? Who can gather fans than me? So you can't show me what work is. Excuse me to say, I learn every day. I learn from people like you. I listen to you every day. I listen to Kia. I listen to Lexus. I call them, I interact with them on their shows. If you quite remember sometime, I used to text you when I'm listening.
Yeah.
That's how I learn, I listen to people. But to show me what work is in Upper East now, come on, number one. Look at my interviews. Collaborations. How many collaborations did I do? If I want to count both the top notch and the underground, people who haven't been heard yet. But because of me, go to their who's, their champions. Because of some 1-2 songs I featured them on.
Very well.
And it's very real. These boys, maybe they are not popular on social media. But go to the ground. Ask about hard work. Go down. The listeners, the consumers of music will only show you who is working hard. Not someone on social media viewing pictures. They are nothing. Those things are nothing. You get it?
Very well. The prize at stake, Artist of the Year, 20,000 Ghana cedis. That's quite huge, I'm saying it's huge, taking into consideration this region.
Yeah.
And probably the first time, anyway. putting up resources in terms of votes, what would you say? It will be difficult for you to quantify it and tell the exact figure, but how much would you say you and your team managed to put up with regards to votes?
For votes, it's not solely on the artist and the team. Even though
you have fans voting.
to vote,
I'm referring to you and your team.
When I looked, they kept out the figures there at the end of the day, the number of votes.
Okay.
They kept them out public. I think when you check their platforms, you see it. I had, for the artist of the year, I had getting to, I think, 12,000 or 13,000 votes.
I see.
Yeah. So each vote is like 50 pesos. So I think the calculations can be done. As compared to, I think Alapta 1 was getting closer with, I don't remember, but I think 6,000 plus, or was it 8,000 thereabout, then followed by Manny Mandela. And even with that the votes Island took just 40%. You get it. And the board also had a 60%.
Now, if my calculations are right, I'm trying to get a rough figure of how much you probably had spent as a team, and maybe some fans as well, in voting for you. So let's say you made about roughly 13,000 votes.
Yeah.
You spent close to around 6,500 Ghana cedis.
Yeah. And I was shocked looking at Upper East. But I also looked at the people. The truth is that a lot of people are watching. As now I realize that a lot of people are always watching from afar.
I see.
I could be there and a matured man just call me, hey, where are you? Come here. I get there and he gives me 500. Go and vote. I heard you guys have an award scheme. From the villages, the shows I've played in those villages. Last year, 2021, I played getting to 20 shows. Nobody, which artist has played 5 in those villages? Let me just be honest. Every community, Sumbrungo, inside. Tongo, the hills back. We go to where do they call Molko, Sinroko, Zoko, Zanre, Calibion. You understand? Like Hong Kong, we in Congo, passing ourselves. I do. I'm just an artist for all. I'll play the biggest show in the town, and I'll play the least show, which is maybe a passing out or a get together.
Very well.
And the communities, it's me they want to see, so I have to go. And they are my fans. When you go there, they make mention of my names every day. And those people, when they hear we have things like that, they are the most committed people to voting. I always say even those on social media don't vote as compared to those people. And then also talking about my personal friends too. I'll appreciate one or two on air.
Very well.
One is a media personnel, a female. Because of her work, I can't mention her name as well, because she has even been warning me never to post about it. And then I think Hamdia Akaye, she's also been doing good. Nuhu, Melissa, Elisa, Chiru, there are many. They send me. I can't mention.
It seems you have a lot of ladies supporting you.
Yeah, they are good.
I
the
see.
ladies. And I have friends outside Ghana too. I think Apanga Moses and Co. Ken. I have friends in Accra, Joanzi. They do a lot of work. They push me very hard, and I have to appreciate
very
them.
well.
And my team, Westside Entertainment.
Very well.
Yeah.
Has it been a particular time where you felt, a bit tense or nervous that you're not picking the award, you're not picking the best artist of the year?
For me, I look at my work and I know what I'll take. Starting from the first year, I took the record of the year and then I think the record of the year and the best rapper. I looked at that year, the kind of works I released. Look at the message. It took the record of the year. Look at that year in review. Upper East, a song like The Message is still solid. The part 1. You can play it at any point in time, and it will still campaign for us. It did a lot of work in the region. Then the previous year, I think I took the most popular song, Kundare.
Yeah.
You get it. And with that year, I was comfortable with it because even they could nominate like 3 of my songs that year and they'll still take that award. I had Nobody Can Voice, Nobody is still trending, and I think I released, they were about 3. So, and last year too, looking at my works in review, aside me, I always say aside me, mentioned. So who do you think deserve the artist of the year? Whoever thinks I don't deserve it, because maybe I've been working, but that particular year I didn't do much, should tell me who did. Because I released a video, the person, whoever, I released a video that year as well, Flo Kempiski. I was called by Elombini when I went to Accra. We met. We had a very great discussion. I also wished we had a platform to discuss some of the things he said.
Very well.
Yeah, because I have a lot of points I raised from, and I wish to share it with everybody. I mean, my colleague artists and industry players, so that we can see how those ideas could help us. And he gave me, the number one advice he gave me was about the money. He was like, he is a media man, he can give us a lot of links, and then he might want to even chop from the money. But the genuine advice he can give us is, he knows maybe our first thing we'll be thinking of is going to look for a big artist for collaboration and maybe probably shoot a video, which at the end of the day, the money might not even reach.
Yeah.
So, and he said we should look at all those that do that. At the end of the day, who benefits more, the bigger artist? Because
very well. Let me chip in a bit here. Your stay in Accra, I'm talking about paying a visit to the title sponsor of the Apa's Music Award. There were pictures circulating of you and Calvin Boy.
Yeah.
And so people started having some thoughts that it might just be a collaboration between you and an artist and the artist. Is that what the picture is saying? Is that what's communicating?
For Calvin Boy, we created a relationship when they first came for. We played a show at Blue Sky.
Yeah, December to remember.
So that was where the relationship started. So we've been in touch. Actually, that day we even wanted to take pictures. We had videos, but we didn't decide to post because of something he said. He said the relationship is better than the pictures and the post. So we should keep in touch. Then we see how we can work. So we know he's been very busy, and we have been from afar. So when we got there, we linked up, and luckily too, we just met at an event. I think the grand ceremony of the Charger Limited.
Yeah.
So we spoke, and then my management is also working. I don't want to say things, classify things here, but
very well.
Yeah.
But this was not made possible by the organizers of the Upper East Award.
No. For the relationship, it was just a personal. Upper East Music Award organizers haven't created any link for us when it comes to meeting anybody aside their main sponsor, their major sponsor,
which you didn't even meet privately.
Yeah, so we should put that on record. They haven't.
Your current song that is still trending is Boozman.
Yeah.
England. This was a song upon the first day of its release. Shook the whole streets of the region, and still now people are still banging it.
Yeah.
What are we expecting from Nambawan now? I mean, you've won the Artist of the Year Upper East Music Award. People are certainly keenly waiting for something big from you. What are we expecting? What should we expect?
To make things clear, I always say, I've said this on several platforms, that the award hasn't really changed anything, because we work mostly with a plan, and then we map out things before we target, then we work. So the award will just help make things easier. And when I say award, I mean maybe the prize, it will make things much easier, but it wouldn't change the direction of how we work. And music is growth. You keep growing each and every day. There are works we are doing that we are not even releasing. Sometimes we just feel like the fans should also listen to something. Because me per se, when I see that, looking at the whole region, we are a region where competition is very low.
Yeah.
a year you can release one song and it will trend throughout. Nobody's song will even come again. So I always feel like when a year comes and things are slow, I just bring out something to bring back the heat. At least when they go to the parties, they also dance to Upper East. You get what I'm saying? But aside that, we have works we are really putting up that these fans will now help make things much faster and easier, that we can bring them out. I've said on this platform severally that we have even collaborations we can't release because of finances and resources. So we have to look into those things to see how we can fasten
Well,
up.
when you say collaborations within the region and
No. Within the region and outside the region.
I see.
And then when I say within the region, some legends as well. I was also working on an EP. I even finished, but because of some 1-2 things, it's still on hold. I'm still trying to see the decisions to make, because we are growing, and then the style of music, the taste will also change a bit. So that's what we are trying to do now.
Talking about EP, you were part of Soorobia's Bag of Rocks EP listening session he organized some weeks back. What is your take on it? What do you say about the EP?
For the EP, Soorobia, it's not now I'm getting to know Soorobia. We've been friends from then, and he hasn't really disappointed me yet. So what I expected, I saw it in there. But maybe with regards to organization, it's not a critic.
It's cool.
We are all we all have our tastes and preferences. I love every single song. You saw how I dance to each and every track. Yeah, they are very. Soorobia doesn't disappoint when it comes to delivery. But then the organization of the EP. I'm not saying the songs. I mean the EP. Sometimes we are expecting a certain storyline.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you're getting it. Mostly EPs, you don't really put much into it. So we are expecting the connection between a song to a song, a song to a song, a song to a song, so that it could be much more interesting. When you put it on replay, you keep enjoying it. But then it's kind of like I was there, so I listened to all the songs. It's kind of like the stories are not really linked, even though the songs are great. This Star, right?
Star.
You Can't Young the Boy. You just played it. I was home when I was listening to it. It's a very nice song. Actually, that's my favorite.
I see.
From the EPs, from what I listened to, I really love the song. But let's leave the rest of the story for the listeners to also listen to everything.
When the EP
because
is out,
I don't want to put a perception in their brains. Everybody has what you want to know. I don't want to say too much good things to pollute them. So when they listen, whether it's good or not, they go. Or maybe how our human beings are.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well. So you still haven't told us. Yes, your team is putting up, some strategies and measures for you to come out. But what are we expecting?
For me, I don't want to don't deceive the people. I always want to be straight with everybody. We are not rushing to blow. I mean, when I say blow, nationwide, worldwide, we are building. We are cementing something, and then I think it should be done right. Are you getting it? There was one question Elombini said, that when they mention North, everywhere down south, whoever they mention his name is Fansigada, Makasho.
Yeah.
Who in Upper East do they do that? I'm part of the story.
Yeah.
How best have we conquered our region? How best have we solidified music in our region that we think we are ready for the outside? Are you getting it?
Very well.
So I think I still have a lot of work to do. I'm failing shows in Bolga. I'm failing shows within the shores of Bolga. But what about Boku? Can I really fill a show without the help of maybe one of the guys? How about a village in Boku? Fansigada Makasho comes here. They go to even our villages to make a lot of impact. They make a lot of money from us. How many of us can go there to pull up a show?
Yeah.
So these are things we are missing as artists. We are rushing. copying blindly, investing more in unnecessary stuff. When I say unnecessary stuff, I'm an underground artist. I should know the amount of money I'm putting into a project and the amount of money I still have to push that project. I can't go and put 50,000 on a project at this stage when I don't even have up to 10,000 left to push it. Because if I have 50,000 to shoot a video, I should have 50,000 to send it to that level of the video. Otherwise, it's a waste of money. I don't know if you guys are getting
Very
it.
well.
So
Very
we
well.
should understand the basics. And I was thinking of one of my projects as an artist of the year. We should organize a workshop. Get much more experienced people like you guys. We give you topics, maybe, or you also bring up your own topics. You do more research on it. We come together. We invite the artists, the industry players. Then we talk about these things. We are missing a lot. We are thinking that we need to catch up with some people. Meanwhile, they are so much ahead of us or above us. Look at Upper East. I'm the only, let me say, look at Tamale. Macasio plays shows in the stadium and puts only his face on the flyer and it fills up. Fadlan, Gadam, which child just did? Upper East, how many artists can just be bold enough to put only their faces on the flyer and be confident that their fans will come and they will make money from it? Let me say Bolga here is me, because I've done it not once.
Very well. I think that was at Jocom.
You understand?
You've done that before.
And I did it at Blue Sky.
I see.
Blue Sky at the time it was almost forgotten. Everybody show flocked at Blue Sky. I did a single man show. I don't know if you saw pictures of that show. A
I'm
all
sure I
white
did,
party. You get it? Those are the things our artists should start looking at. Let's be champions of our own place. Let's ignite the fire. They are the same people that can project us to the rest of the world. Because they are the people who fill the stadiums for the outsiders to see in Tamale. So these basics, we are rushing. Where are we going to blow? Where are we rushing to blow? When you don't even have the kappa. You are on Twitter with 100 active followers and you want them to retweet you as an unsung artist to get into that category. Are you serious? We come from that dream, my brother. You get it? We need to look at those things. We need to get that follow. If Macasio wants to enter on unsung artist right now, or if Fadlan, he will enter.
Yeah.
Because his fans, they will do it for him.
Okay.
You get it?
3 music awards. Next rated act, I think they call it. A lot of people raise concerns, and some people, to an extent, got disappointed. They're saying that how come our best artist of the year not part of 3 music next rated artists?
Yeah, I don't know how they really nominate or they make maybe the criteria, what they base on to do nominations. But I think looking at this the third time in the region when Next Rated came in, and looking at how it went on, I think no artist has been repeated yet.
That was the concern. That was the concern.
Yeah.
Others raised that probably it is because once you part, you cannot be.
Yeah. So
but then we had Joe Elon Dumoga, who brought up a post to prove that in Upper West there was an artist who took part and was repeated subsequently. So so it's brought about a lot of mixed feelings.
Look, you see, that's how I always say we should get serious. We should get serious. We're in a region and we don't even know who is responsible for that. We haven't had any education on that, or it's an award scheme. A man somewhere, I mean Mustafa, I don't know the full name, has organized and thrown it to us. One person has collected it, kept it in the packet.
Like you're talking to the CEO.
Yeah.
3 music was okay.
One person has collected it from the region and kept it in the packet. And every year the person brings out a list. We should be that serious. At least respect us. Sit us down. The whole region. Call all the artists from Boku, everywhere, Navrongo, Paga.
And give you some education.
Give us some education. This thing is coming in. This is what it is. If you want to be there, do this. If you want to win, go do this. You understand? Let us know what we are doing.
What they are expecting
from us.
Okay.
So that it would, in the long run, educate those coming too. Those who haven't even had the opportunity to be in the scheme, to prepare them. Maybe they know, okay, if I play this kind of song, if I do this kind of collaboration, I might get there. Maybe that's someone's dream. Are you getting it? When I say things, people say I'm rude. But it's good to be what? True. For people to hate you than to sit on air and lie. And I thank God my fans never leave me for saying my truth. So, or if what I'm saying is not right, just correct, alert me.
Very well.
It should be done. We deserve that respect. You get it? Even look at you right now. A man just comes to park a car here, enter, give you 500 cedis. Every month or every week he'll come 500 and just turn and go. He won't say good morning, nothing. 500 and turns and leaves. 500 turns and leaves. 500 turns and leaves. Your heart to even beat, even though it's money. Because what have you done to get it? What is it about? Even when you are spending the money, you won't be comfortable. I was called one day,
with the current economic situation, I tell you, I will spend it with confidence.
Oh, you spend with confidence. But that
was just by the way.
Neck, you go vomit down with confidence.
That was just by the way anyway.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I was just there and I was called. Hello, is this Nambawan? Send us your picture up for something. I sent you my picture. The next, I've seen myself on a flyer. What if I didn't even want to take part? Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Because that thing, honestly, is here to loot us. It's another business venture that if we don't campaign or work on.
You think the 3 music awards next rated art is a way to loot people?
It's a way to loot us and frustrate underground artists. I mean, up and coming artists. Are we on record or live or something? Because this thing should be publicized. You know, just imagine an underground artist, you don't have money, nothing. And yet, just the category to qualify into next rated artist alone, you should vote. Abba, let's be honest.
But
it's not fair.
From my understanding, I don't know if it's changed though, but the previous requirement for voting, I think it had nothing to do with money.
Are you sure? Last year.
First, okay, so I don't know about last. I didn't really.
Last
check
year they voted
for the first edition. It wasn't really about money.
No, for the first edition it was on Twitter. Last year they voted.
Okay.
To get into win, yet just to win to represent
using money to vote.
Yeah, just to win to represent the region. Then now you get in there, you have to vote again. It wasn't easy for Soorobia.
Yeah.
You know. Some of the tactics and the strategies, if he had no strong men behind him, it would have been hard for him to take that award home. I mean, he had a lot of great minds who also took part to help him. And he brought it home, and we are proud of it. But how about those coming? I just saw Alaptawan in there.
Yeah.
And trust me, when it comes to voting, Alaptawan doesn't play with it. I've been in a lot of award schemes with that lady.
Yeah.
So that money, she might invest in it. Will she win? Are you getting it? Will she win? Maybe next rater. It should have been that the way she won it. She's the next rater for Upper East 3 Music.
For you.
And she will have a prize award.
You think she should be the next rated?
As if I thought she has been nominated.
Okay.
Yeah, or maybe I didn't see it well.
Well, maybe it's out. I think there were a number of them.
Congratulations.
Maybe she did. She did.
So with this, 3 Music should have just kept it. On the main day, they will bring Alaptawan to represent Upper East on stage. Take the award and she goes. Next rated. You understand?
Okay.
She went through, she fought to get there. Why go and fight again?
I see. So you think that next rated should have just been regional alone?
Regional. You represent
not
your
the
region.
national level.
Or maybe after, then if they want the overall, they can look at their works or whatever.
And then decide not to vote again.
By board.
I see.
Because they are yet upcoming. Don't let them waste so much resources. You have to help them shine. This is my opinion, though.
Very well. Yeah. Very well. Yeah, so if you just tuned in, you're live with us here on YM Radio. This It's the Breakfast Club show. Every Wednesday we bring you some entertainment. We move away from the normal politicking, and other issues, and we decide to do some entertainment on every Wednesday. And today our guest in the studio is the man Nambawan from Westside Entertainment. We've had quite a lengthy conversation. Finally, before you take leave of us, Nambawan, what would be okay, first of all, do we see you working with UEMA again, and would there be some conditions you want to set if they probably would adhere to that?
Yeah, for UEMA, I don't have personal issues with them. I only say what I see or what happens. If it's right, I said great things about them too. I commended them on some areas.
Yeah, you did.
So it doesn't mean I'm just criticizing. So they should work on those things. When I see more improvement, why would I even pull out? This is for us, Upper East Music Awards. And it's getting bigger. Why not support it? If there are maybe other people are thinking of bringing other award schemes, they should organize it well and come. We'll look at how to also support. It doesn't mean there should be only one award scheme in the region. Are you getting it? People think because they vote here, they can't vote here. But it shouldn't always be about money too. Okay. Maybe we can come together, look at how best we can solicit for sponsorships. We should talk to our businesses in the region as well. They need us, we need them. We have big ventures in the region. We have great businesses coming up now. Bolga is very competitive. Look at the bar and restaurant industry. Look at how now the hotels and pubs are. Very competitive. And you need other added strategies to win customers. Because your customers are the masses, aside maybe most underage, but 18 and above, everybody is your customer, but every religion. So you should understand that it's all artists have that power. You should rather work with us to bring to benefit the both of us instead of trying to rather milk from us. Are you getting
very
it?
well?
They should try their, right now we should be having artists who are representing some event centers. This is the brand ambassador of this event center. His poster is there. Are you getting it? He's always there trying to promote himself. And also what?
Talking about being a brand ambassador, Happy Man, Charger Limited, a very big brand, the main or title sponsor for our award scheme here, the Upper East Music Award. Over the years, some people have shared views, especially of that of the Artist of the Year. Do you think that the title sponsors, or better still, the award, the organizers of the award scheme should work hand in hand with the title sponsor to try and see whether they can make Artist of the Year face in terms of some promotional strategies to make you an ambassador for their company?
It's a great question. They don't. It's not like they don't know. They know, but maybe they are scared. If they have had it easily.
When you say they are scared, what are we talking about?
If they knew, they will come to me because I'm the Artist of the Year to become a brand ambassador for the brand. They know I wouldn't just do it for free because of the award.
It comes with some.
So that's always the scare. Our people are scared to invest.
I mean, we have a title sponsor that is giving 20,000 Ghana cedis for Artist of the Year. I mean, what's wrong?
That's maybe it hasn't been added to the agreement between the organizers and the sponsors. They don't just wake up over the night and say, I want to sponsor your event. They sit with you. You share how you could benefit from each other.
Yeah, certainly.
So these are things that should be raised by the organizers and making sure it comes to what? Action. So those are some of, referring you back to the organization, because this is not the right of the artist or the public or the masses. Because what deal do you have with the sponsors? You don't have any contract. It's the organizers and the sponsors. So they should look into it and do their work well, like I said.
Very well.
Because who wouldn't be happy? For me, Charlie, me chop bars.
You're gonna make money and some promotions.
You understand? There. So, I've had a lot of companies come to me.
Okay.
In terms of that, the smaller ones in the region. And you realize that when you give them your offer, they run away. Because I can't do it for 3 million. Abba. You are taking my face all over. Some
When you say 3 million, what are you referring to? 300 Ghana
300
cedis?
Ghana or
That's-
500.
That's too late.
or even thousands. Abba.
That's
When
no
you
money.
look at what they want you to do
To
for
be a
them.
brand ambassador?
One came, I remember I had an encounter with one. It was a drink. I think they were bringing a subsidiary here to Upper East. So they contacted us and they were like, they want to launch it and make me also the face of the drink.
The product,
It was
okay.
this juice drink some. And then we were like, okay. Then we went, met, gave them our terms. They were like, Charlie, what they want us to do, that they're launching, I'll follow them. It was this same season. I'll follow them on the street, they float, performance, everywhere they are supposed to be. I'll be there to perform. And they'll put my face on their flyer and all those stuff. And the deal was like, how much? They said they will talk to their people in Kumasi. When they call that, they have 1,000 cities.
Come on.
Abba, let's be frank. They're roaming alone in the sun. Even if I'm playing a show in Upper East,
How much would you take?
will I charge?
Yeah.
You get it. So
Very
they
well.
should understand the business. They should know that we can help them. I don't think if I go to St. John's right now or St. Clement, that park, and I just come out to stand there, maybe they say Nambawan is there, all the kids will not run out to see me.
Definitely, most definitely.
You can't tell me if I hold a fruit juice and go there, it wouldn't make an impact. Especially to talk to them.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing is in town. Use it, play 1-2 songs. We go for shows, street carnivals, project it. Not only kids. Let's see the masses that will come. At the end of the day, who is it going to benefit the most?
Yeah.
It's going to benefit the company in the long run. You maybe how much I'll charge you is just the short run loss. But in the long run, what image are you creating about the product on the minds of the people? That's the the product positioning. You know, I'm a business student, so these things are more enlightened about them.
Very well.
Are you getting it?
Very well.
So these things should be done in the region. It will help. Look at the shows, the Tamale boys. Before they play a show, they dash motorbikes to fans. I don't know if you've gone there before.
Yeah, I've been there, but
They
not
dash
really too often.
almost every show. They dash motorbikes to fans.
Wow.
Not one here. Artist of the year say your price is now moto, but they dash them to fans, and it's not from the pocket of the artist of the management. It's just sponsors.
Yeah.
Absonic. Oh, Alaji Muscular wants to do this. The best you see, I'm even here mentioning his name in Tamale.
Yeah.
But how many people do we even know their names?
Here
The
in
motor
Bolga.
sellers.
Yeah.
When we could have done that, we are there to do the job. We are the street. When we make noise, it's everywhere. The same way our songs are always. You go to drink, you hear Yamingami, Makoye Mbotanzala Fiwa. It could have been your drink. And you be there, then the people get in the Fiwa drink. You understand?
Yeah.
That's business.
Yeah.
But our people, I don't know. We should education.
Very well.
Yeah.
Very well. Nambawan, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate your
Thank you.
time,
Thank you for
making it
having
here
me down.
today. But before you go, Charlie, Busman there, you for do some line give us. That's a song that have a lot of kids going crazy on the streets.
Yeah.
Oh, give us that freestyle.
Guzman, Yamingala me, Negala vevevetin, Negala my everything, Negala you conco medicine, Nega Nenga ya want la and la team, Jet Lee head, Negala engala fine, Bon la to la Negala shine, Negala pohola blika nine, Halina nana kilkawa online, hey, Akale tarafela, la Yaminga me, te.
That's
You know-
right. I want him to get to the part where I could sing, but he didn't get there. They got like England there.
England there. You know, it's a massive song. And
Very well,
yeah,
very well.
Thank the street
All
for,
right,
for
so-
accepting it.
Very well. So that's Nambawan, Westside Entertainment, joining us this morning on the Breakfast Club Show. This is where we draw the curtains to an end. My name is Carlmax, the run production team made of Mr. Moses and Winnie Richard. We're out. Enjoy Buzman from Nambawan featuring Phase 2. We're out. Stay blessed. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hasta la vista. Bye-bye.
It's Benji Bay on the beat.
Mabala me ta darka.